If you're a DC movie fan or a Justice League fan or just someone who pays attention to comic book movie news as it is, you may have seen read articles. You know that there are a lot of people who want to see the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League. They would like to see on the Blu-ray and DVD release the version of the movie that Zack Snyder would have made if he had not, been out of the picture during the initial shooting. He was filming the movie, and then, he had a family tragedy, left. Joss Whedon came in to finish stuff. Whedon and I think Warner Brothers, the studio, kind of decided to shift gears and change a lot of stuff in Justice League, change the tone and the direction of the movie to be something radically different than what it would have been if Zack Snyder had remained and been allowed to finish the movie. I think it was a mixture of him leaving for family issues, and I think Warner Brothers may have, kind of wanted him to maybe not be as heavily involved anymore. I don't know any more than you do, but I don't think a family tragedy was all of it. But anyways, Justice League has come out, and although I enjoyed it, I also enjoyed the stuff that Zack Snyder did, the previous DC movies that he did where it was all him. It was a tonal shift in the DC movies from what, Zack Snyder was doing when he did BVS and Man of Steel and stuff. It had the shinier coat of paint, so to speak, was more jokey, bright, shiny, or happier, which is what Warner Brothers wanted and what Joss Whedon helped them execute. But, now that the movie's out and, it's all been released and it's made as much money as it's going to make and things like that, people are thinking about alternate cuts. What's going to be on the DVD release? Release the Snyder Cut. I would love to see the Snyder Cut, and I would love to see the Joss Whedon, extended version of Joss Whedon's vision. I would like to see both versions. But I think we're going to get, and I've already seen articles, an expanded cut of something more in line with what Joss Whedon did. And I'll tell you why. I don't think it's possible we may never see a Zack Snyder cut being executed, and I have reasons why. I have 3 reasons why. Number 1, money. A lot of what Zack Snyder shot, apparently, if things are true, they were like unfinished or like not completely edited or done effects on or anything. And so the footage is there, but they haven't put enough, post-production magic on it for it to be ready to be a movie. They would have to do that to get it ready for a DVD release or whatever. But they'd have to spend money on that. And I don't know if Warner Brothers is going to want to spend the post-production money on footage from a movie that's already underperforming. Unless they can see that they'll make the money back in those DVD or Blu-ray sales. And apparently these days DVD and Blu-ray, they don't sell as much as they used to because of streaming and stuff. So I don't know if Warner Brothers is going to see a financial incentive for them to, hire editors and visual effects people and whatever to, finish, color correct footage that was shot but hasn't been made good enough for release, for an actual movie. Hasn't been put together, hasn't been finished up, and to execute all that. And, the Zack Snyder cut was originally supposed to be... These are rumors. I'm going into rumor territory. I don't know how long it was, but I think it was supposed to be a lot longer than what we got in the theater. So that'd be a lot of footage they'd have to work with. And I don't know if Warner Brothers wants to spend the time on that. Or the money. They don't see the need for it. That's my thought. Number 2... Zack Snyder's original cut, it was rumored to have, Darkseid in it, more between Steppenwolf and Darkseid. They're dynamic, and, other characters in it. Other DC characters either hinted at or cameoed or whatever. Major characters who are probably all or most of whom are going to show up in DC movies later. So I don't think we're going to see these characters, their first debut, on like an alternate cut of a movie that's going to be on a DVD that only some people are going to watch. I mean, because if you think about it, let's say that Darkseid is going to come to DC movies later. You think they're going to reveal one of DC's biggest movies in like a cut of a movie that's going to be sold like in Walmart or something? I mean, they would save him to be in the actual movie that's in theaters. If they were going to release, when Green Lantern shows up in a DC movie, it's going to be in the actual movie in the theaters or an end-credit scene. It's not going to be in like, an alternate version of the movie that's going to be sold like on home video. I mean, that would be a waste of a debut. You're not going to see Green Arrow or Black Canary show up in like an alternate version of a cut of a movie that's going to be sold like in a store. You're going to see them in the actual theatrical movie. That's why I don't think we're going to see that cut with those characters in it on, video or on DVD next year. Because it would just be, it would be like not a very great debut of characters who are so magnificent that they belong to debut on the big screen in the actual movie that people are paying to see, or in one of the end credit scenes that people are waiting after the movie's over to see. And number 3, Zack Snyder's cut is rumored to be, his vision was rumored to be, he definitely goes for epic and cinematic, but it was supposed to be darker, more in line with, or I guess more serious, more in line with what Batman v Superman and Man of Steel were. Now, but if you notice, Justice League, when they finished it, the one that was in theaters, that was a noticeably funnier, I guess, brighter, happier movie. And I think for Warner Brothers to release a more serious, darker version of a movie, the same movie they released in theaters, that would be a conflict, like a tonal conflict, and would undercut the movie that they spent all this effort trying to retool and make to signal a tonal shift for the DC movie universe as a whole. For them to release an alternate cut that's more like the older DC movies that a lot of people didn't like, it would be like they're just reversing a decision they've just made. It's like, we just wanted to leave this kind of movie behind, and now we're going to release an alternate version of it again, going along the same way as the more, I guess, optimistic or hopeful one we put out at the same time. It would just be like, they're kind of deflating their own sails. I mean, I hope I'm articulating that well. I'm not saying that I necessarily wouldn't mind seeing a Zack Snyder cut. I'm just giving you reasons why I don't think Warner Brothers sees the value in doing that. Now, again, I'm just a guy on YouTube making videos about my opinions. I could be totally wrong. Tomorrow, Warner Brothers could release a press release saying, we are going to release the Zack Snyder cut. Are you kidding? Why wouldn't we? And I think a lot of fans, and I would watch it too. And this isn't me personally, I'm not saying I don't want to see a Zack Snyder cut. The title of this video is just why we may not see one. Not that I don't want to see one. If Warner Brothers released a Zack Snyder cut of Justice League, I would eat it up like candy. I'd be like, I can't wait to see it. It's going to be epic. I want to see a 3-hour or 4-hour Justice League with Darkseid in it, and with Green Lantern in it, and whoever else is in it, all these cameos and stuff. If Warner Brothers wanted to give us that, I would watch it. I'm just saying I don't think that they are. But anyways, those are my thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you agree with me that we probably won't ever see a Zack Snyder cut? Or do you think I'm off base? Do you think we are going to see one? And again, if we did see one, I would watch it. I want to see a Zack Snyder cut. I'm one of the Zacks. I want to see any cut of Justice League. I'm that big of a DC fanboy. I don't care what version of the movie they put out on Blu-ray and DVD. But anyways, you can talk about it in the comments. Thank you for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, do all that good stuff. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.